All right, Leo. So again, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Always watch your Moon and Rising because, as you know, it can resonate more or it can at least shed more light on your month. Okay, so what's interesting to me, the first thing that comes up is you have 1, 2, 3 wand cards. Wands are about your work, your dynamics in work, the message you're putting out, your creativity, your passion, what it is that you're wanting to initiate. I'm looking at these cards, that's why I'm being silent, because I want to look at them and see how they integrate together. The interesting thing is the first card, these are the 3 wand cards here. The first card is the 8 of chalices or 8 of cups, which is what in traditional tarot, the same thing. And it always reminds me when I look at this card, because it looks like he's carrying a wand. He's carrying like a stick, a walking stick. But this card reminds me of a wand. So it feels very much like this, again, is about your work, your career. I keep hearing the word dynamics. So hopefully some new dynamics are going on for you. I do know that this 8 of Cups is about life-changing moves that you're making. So a lot of you are moving past old beliefs and systems can mean, it could be a system like a computer system, but I'm talking more about an organizational system, career and job, politics. It could be the home front. It could be that you're walking away from a relationship that you once thought was going to work for you, but it's just not. And it's not that both of you don't see it that way. I feel like with this card, since the 8 of Cups are upright, that maybe there's been a succinct feeling of a mutual feeling of, okay, this isn't working out with us. So let's part, let's move on. That's if it's a romance. If it's not, leave it in the comments below. But I do feel like that you yourself are ready to take on different strides, to go a different path, explore, be adventurous. That's what April feels like for me, for you, because I'm also seeing this 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is telling me that there's new ventures for you. You've already started some project or venture that's working, and you're ready to set it out to sell and see what else can come for you. So very possibly it might be that you're physically moving to a different location that will enable you to have different experiences with your work. This card is about growth. The 3 of Wands is, after the 2 where you have clarification, let's just say it that way, with what you want to do, and you are ready to explore new ventures. This one you've had some success. And you can see how the 3 of Wands right here is on the back of the ship. But you've had success because you've had the support of other people. So there's new beginnings with this support, though. Someone is coming into your life that feels like they are ready to help you amp up things. I think that some of you have been on the down and low, possibly. I think you've wanted to either change careers or change. Something has seemed stagnant, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling stagnant. I'm also... It's funny what comes out of these cards, but I'm also scratching my eyes and my eye area. I'm feeling pressure there. So any of you all that need to see a doctor or go visit a doctor or a healer, chiropractor, or go a distance to help your vision, get LASIK eye care, I'm just saying when those types of things come up, then that usually means that there is some focus on that part of the body. Or it could mean too that you're visualizing differently, that what you thought was going to be a set in stone way of doing business is not that way anymore, that you want to start a new venture. You're leaving what you've done in the past. You've had a lot of good experience and you're ready to set sail with something new. And there's a lot of harvest around this. There's a lot of good. This is one of the most positive cards in the deck. This is the Four of Wands. And as you can see, the wands are hanging down. There's wreaths for celebration. So out of this new beginnings and this carrying on and this new vision, and or if it's a physical impairment, you can get help with this, okay? Because maybe, too, a lot of times if you look up, if you are having a physical impairment, what does this mean? A lot of people look at Louise Hay's information because she'll say, well, retina that's torn retina from the eye or whatever, that can mean that, well, you're not seeing things right. You're looking at, your perception is wrong. You're looking at it differently than you should. And open your eyes to new beginnings that are coming your way. So just pay attention to that, Leo, because there is a lot of harvesting you can do. There's a relationship here that can be had, even if this was one that didn't work out. Some of you might be feeling that there's, at your workplace, that there's someone that you really love to be involved with. I'm getting for some of you, and this would be, of course, for Leo women, if there is a dark-complected man or dark-haired man, I don't know why, but I'm just visually seeing this person. Actually, when I'm closing my eyes and looking up through my third eye, this guy is blonde, which you may say, well, I'm kind of interested in a blonde-haired guy. You might be, but I'm also seeing a rather dark-haired man, not feeling like he's from America. He's like Brazil, Spain, Mexico, South America, Italy, any of those countries. So just let me know if you're one of those people that are having a romance, or you're interested in someone through your work, or your work is connecting you with someone that you could be romantically involved with. All right? He could have blonde hair. He could be light. He could be medium hair. He could be brown. But I'm just saying, I'm seeing a dark-haired man. Just saying. All right. And then the fourth card here is that you'll want to stand up for yourself. Whatever's going on in this first part of your reading is you're standing up for your creativity. You're saying, it's like you're unrolling a scroll and you have your whole plan, your whole outline on this scroll. And it's like I said, it's almost set in stone. So if someone challenges you, or if someone is asking you, why in the world would you put out money towards new cameras and new projectors or new, GoPros or whatever it is, I don't know why that's coming up, but it is, and I'm just using examples. You guys know this, but that came up. And so you're saying, well, hey, I need it for the production, the video part of my business. Maybe some of you are going onto YouTube, or maybe some of you are making a film, or some of you are videoing a conference, but it feels like there's some important stand up for yourself stuff, Leo. Okay, let me take a look at these cards. I'm noticing both the leaves here, the green leaves, and the fruit. It's almost like these leaves are green and inviting, but they grow up, they blossom, they produce fruit by moving on. It's a life-changing card again. It's you're leaving an organization, you're leaving familiar surroundings. So, but you're open for business. You're definitely open for business. And with this outcome card of being the same as the Temperance card, this particular deck calls it the Siddhi card. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But this is the card of balance. This is the card of being here on planet Earth, but listening to your guides, listening to your angels, listening to your the archangels, whoever you go to when you need the magic, when you need the new ideas, a new inspiration, or maybe they come to you, because as you can see in this particular card, there's all these fairies around her. So it's like she's getting information, but yet she's externalizing that information so that she can manifest more. So there is a true balance that the universe is saying they want you to, about, like if you had two hands, you're balancing. You're balancing your spiritual life with your love life, or your love life with your work life, or just your balance of emotions and mental capacity and your physical capacity. So let's pull some. I'm pulling the clarification cards from the same deck. Wow, you sure are getting a lot of wand cards, Leo. This is amazing. So the Nine of Wands. You have the 7, which is standing up for yourself. Now you're feeling very protective, or maybe you have been feeling very protective of the work you've put out. You're very safe in your job. You've earned respect, or your job or your business. You've earned it, but you know what? You're still feeling a little bit like you don't want people to encompass. That's not what I meant to say, but I'll get to that in a minute. Infringe in your business. So if the feeling of being protective, I said encompass, the word compass sort of gets my attention. I feel like you're feeling like you need a guide or a compass to work by. And I say that as using those plans I was talking about earlier. You need to go by the plans, or something about these plans or this outline that you can defer to. Okay. The Ace of Cups comes up. Okay. New emotional excitement, happiness, joy, creativity, overflowing with emotion, your heart singing. This could be a new love. It can be, or it can be that, you're just feeling good about life. The Ace, I want to say, of Cups it represents, I want to say, the fall months, but I will look that up for you in a minute. Very watery. Oops, okay, this one wants to come up the other way around. 10 of Pentacles. All right, so a lot of you may be experiencing home, family, coming together. It might be 3 generations under one roof, or it may be 2. Maybe your kids have come back home and then you're also taking care of a parent. It can be. Some of you may see some money coming into play. So if you like to play that lottery, or if you like to go to, here in the U.S., we have Vegas or Monte Carlo or wherever it is you do your gambling, I'm feeling like for some of you, don't overdo it, of course. Set your limit on how much you're going to spend. But I do see some money coming for you. Unexpected money. Another wand card. Boy, if I keep drawing cards, then you'll get all of the wand. You have the 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. Okay. So the 5 of Wands indicates that there's been different opinions in how an organization should be handled. There's a need for leadership. There's a need for someone to take control, because as you can see, all these guys are like, no, here, this guy's, I want to do it this my way. And he's looking in the book saying, well, the manual says to do it this way. And this book has a pentacle. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a pentacle right here. So part of this may be the cause for moving on, unless you all, and I say you all as in the group, the organization, the company, the department in the company, the 501, 501c, unless some of that has come together, then it feels like you're Splitsville. I don't know. It just feels like that. I usually say, well, the thing is someone needs to take leadership, and they do, but I'm not so sure that's happened. Now you have the Ten of Cups. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. They're very similar in a way. They have the same colors. They're sitting by the same tree. Here's a bird, and this isn't more of an otter, but there's two little girls playing. There's this couple. Now they're standing up, and they've added this guy here in the artwork. And he stands out to me because he represents someone that's very wise. He's dressed in purple. He's also very intuitive. So this could be a real person in your family that you could go to for advice, suggestions like, well, say they're 83 years old, let's just say. And you're like, well, how would you do it? Because the older people are wiser. Then they would be an awesome person to get information from. This could also be psychically or internal information that you can receive from this Ten of Pentacles. This guy's in this card, so he's bringing in assets. Again, I want to say the lottery, and I know I'm focusing on this card when this is the one I pulled, but the difference is this Ten of Cups feels like it's emotional and fulfilling, and all is well in your love life and your family life. And this guy here with the Ten of Pentacles is bringing in your physical body's feeling well, your property, your management, and he is bringing an aspect of spirituality. So it could be someone that's passed over that's also in your life that's helping you with, that's been in your life rather, that's helping you with finances. One more card. Okay, now the King of Cups comes up. All right, so these three cards are interesting to me. This guy is a social network guru. He's hearty. He loves food. He loves being genuine. He's compassionate. He's nurturing. He could be a doctor. He could be a healer. He could be a mentor. But this could be someone in your life who's a huge support to you, Leo. It could be a water sign. It would be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So see if there's anybody in your life that's either been fairly recently to come into your life, or as this month progresses, you may want to watch this video again, that you meet unexpectedly. And you're like, oh, you're the king of, oh, you're that king. You're that person who's so outgoing and festive and hearty. And they offer you a business or a social networking plan. And they're just overflowing with love and abundance towards helping you. Okay, so now I'm going to add up the numbers. We have 8 and 3 is 11, and 4 is 15, and 7 is 15 and 7 is what? 22. And 22 and 14 is 36, right? I'm going to do that twice. 14, 17, 17, and 8 is 25, 29, 36. Okay. Let me do it a third. Sometimes third time is a charm. Excuse me, my voice, you guys. I've had a little bit of a, it's not the flu, but it's stuff going around. So, intuitively I'm fine. Mentally, I'm going to have to add these numbers. Okay, so we have 8 plus, we have 3 plus, 4 plus, 7 plus, 14 equals 36. Okay, so, the third time was the charm. What did they say? measure twice, cut once, and then construction business. All right, so 3 and 6 is 9, and 9 in numerology is about, what I was just talking about, compassion, love towards others. I feel like this King of Cups, pay attention to whoever this might represent. It may be you taking on the essence of the king, the nurturer, the promoter, the socializer. It could be, but it could be that you fall in love with one, or they're just great for you. They're very, very, very supportive. Okay, excuse me. And then the 9 in the major arcana cards, drum roll, is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is all about introspection and for enlightenment. Because, usually if you think about the Hermit card, he's the guy that has the lantern. He's walking down the path at night. He's a wise guy. He has a long beard. Well, this guy doesn't have a beard, but he has a long beard. He's an older guy, a wiser guy. There's some wisdom coming in for you this month, Leo. I don't know if it's from him or who it's coming, or maybe someone who's passed over a spirit, someone that was in your life, but there definitely is some wisdom coming in for you because it's for your personal growth. That's what you're doing here. You're ready for personal growth.